हेलो लर्नर्स। इस वीडियो में हम रेगुलेशन ऑफ ग्लाइकोलिसिस की बात करने वाले हैं। सो द रेट ऑफ ग्लाइकोलिसिस इज अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ एलोस्टेरिक रेगुलेशन ऑफ दीज एंजाइम्स, दैट इज हेक्सोकाइनेज 1, which catalyze the conversion of glucose into glucose 6 phosphate, fructose phosphofructokinase 1, which catalyze the conversion of fructose 6 phosphate into fructose 1,6 bisphosphate, and the final reaction is catalyzed by pyruvate kinase, in which the phosphoenol pyruvate is converted into pyruvate. So first of all, we will talk about the regulation of hexokinases. So before moving toward the topic, we must know something about the hexokinase. So basically there are four isoforms of hexokinase: hexokinase 1, hexokinase 2, hexokinase 3. So for the sake of convenience, these hexokinases are called as simply hexokinase, and the fourth hexokinase, it is known as glucokinase. So there is basic difference between these two enzymes. These are not same, though their function is similar, but the gene encoding them are different. So first of all, we talk about the difference between the hexokinase and the glucokinase. So first major difference is the hexokinases can phosphorylate any hexose, but the glucokinase can phosphorylate only glucose. The hexokinase have higher affinity for the glucose. This means कि अगर बहुत ही कम concentration में blood glucose है, there is for example below 2 millimoles, even then hexokinase can convert the glucose into glucose 6 phosphate, but this is not the case for the glucokinase. The affinity of glucokinase for the glucose is quite lower, and therefore it requires higher amount of blood glucose for its activity. Now the hexokinases are found in all the cells of the body, but glucokinases are found in liver and pancreatic cells. Hexokinase can reversibly inhibited by its product, that is glucose 6 phosphate. This type of inhibition is known as feedback inhibition. Obviously both hexokinase and glucokinases are allosteric enzymes, but their mechanism of inhibition is quite different. So glucokinase cannot be inhibited by their product. Instead, they are under regulation of some sort of regulatory protein present in the nucleus of liver and the pancreatic cells. So hexokinases are the homotrophic type of allosteric enzyme. Why? Because their product itself regulating their activity, means their product is their modulator. Okay, therefore they are known as homotrophic allosteric enzymes. But in case of glucokinase, their product is not regulating their activity. Their modulator is different thing, that is the regulatory protein. So those allosteric enzymes in which their activity is regulated by some other products, that is other components, means the modulator the product is not a modulator here. So therefore they are known as heterotrophic allosteric enzyme. Now the hexokinases regulated cannot be regulated by hormone. No hormone regulates the activity of hexokinases, but the glucokinase is directly or indirectly regulated by insulin and the glucagon. Hexokinase follows the mechanism and kinetics, but this is not the case for the glucokinase. They never follow mechanism and kinetics. So now the actual regulation. Now we will talk about actual regulation of the enzyme. So this is a basic reaction which catalyzed by the hexokinase. So it can obviously it is a induced feed type of enzyme. So here we can see that this is the active site and this is the modulator binding site, that is allosteric site. So when it binds with the glucose, it is the enzyme substrate complex, it forms the product. So now how this enzyme is regulated. So the product is bind at this allosteric site in case of normal cells. but when the product is bind here, it cannot carry out the glycolysis. When the modulator is bind here, it cannot further carry out the glycolysis. The glycolysis will stop here. Now in case of cancer cell, there are some artificial inhibitor agents known as chemotherapy, which acts as a chemotherapeutic agents in the cancer treatment. So these are the ionidamine, 3-bromopyruvate, and the 2-oxyglucose. So this can inhibit this enzyme in the cancer cell. So remember, these are not present in the natural cells. This can be injected from outside, and they can inhibit this hexokinase enzyme. So now, how this glucokinase is regulated? Whatever we talked previously, this was about the hexokinase 1, 2, and 3. The glucokinase 4, the hexokinase 4, that is glucokinase, have some different mechanism of regulation. So when there is a high blood glucose, that is after fed state, after having food, the pancreas secretes the insulin, and due to the in presence of insulin, the GLUT2, which is not normally present on the plasma membrane, instead it is present in the vesicle form in the cytoplasm. So this GLUT2 translocate from the cytoplasm to the membrane, that is plasma membrane, and now this GLUT2 can import the glucose from the blood into the cell. So first, this glucose activate or dissociate this glucokinase from its regulatory protein. Now this protein can move into the cytoplasm and convert glucose into glucose 6-phosphate, and glucose 6-phosphate further converts into fructose 6-phosphate. During low blood glucose, pancreas secretes the glucagon, and in presence of glucagon, whatever GLUT2 were present on the plasma membrane now engulf into the cytoplasm, and in this situation the fructose 6-phosphate accelerate the inhibition of hexokinases. How? This fructose 6-phosphate accelerate the binding of hexokinase with its regulatory protein, and now the hexokinase will trap into the nucleus and the glycolysis will stop. So in this way, the hexokinases and the glucokinases are regulated. Now we will talk about the regulation of phosphofructokinase 1. So there are some activators and inhibitors of phosphofructokinase 1. So the activators are AMP, ADP, fructose 2,6-bisphosphate, and the vigorous muscle contraction can also activate the activity of PFK1. Now inhibitors are ATP, citrate, and the hydrogen ion concentration. When there is high blood glucose, insulin is secreted by the pancreas, and this insulin activate the phosphofructokinase 2. This is another enzyme which consists of two subunits. One subunit is phosphofructokinase 2 and the other subunit is FBPS2. So when phosphofructokinase 2 subunit is activated, then the other subunit of this enzyme is inactivated. So when there is a high blood glucose, the pancreas secretes the insulin, and insulin activates the PFK2. Remember, the PFK1 and PFK2 are two different enzymes. They are not same. So when PFK2 is active, the fructose 6-phosphate converted into fructose 2,6-bisphosphate, and as I said earlier, the fructose 6-bisphosphate, fructose 2,6-bisphosphate is activator of PFK1, and due to this activation, the glycolysis will continue. But when there is low blood glucose, the glucagon is secreted by pancreas, and this glucagon activate FBPS2. Now remember one thing, the PFK2 and FBPS2 are same enzyme. Now these activity are of two different subunit of the same enzyme. इसका मतलब ये है कि ये एक ही सिक्के की दो बाजू है, लेकिन फ़र्क सिर्फ इतना है कि जब PFK2 एक्टिव होता है तो FBPS2 जो है वो इनएक्टिव होता है। तो यहाँ पर हम दो अलग अलग कंडीशन देख रहे हैं, इसलिए आपको यहाँ पर ये दोनों भी एक्टिव दिख रहे हैं, लेकिन एक्चुअली ऐसा नहीं होता। जब हाई ब्लड ग्लूकोज है तो PFK2 एक्टिव रहेगा और FBPS2 इनएक्टिव रहेगा। अब यहाँ पर लो ब्लड ग्लूकोज की हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो यहाँ पर FBPS2 एक्टिव है तो उस वक्त PFK2 इनएक्टिव रहेगा। So when there is a low blood glucose, in influence of glucagon hormone, this FBPS2 get activated, and now FBPS2 converts this fructose 2,6-bisphosphate into fructose 6-phosphate. So during low blood glucose there is energy depleted condition, and therefore this energy depleted condition inactivates the PFK1 activity, and hence fate of glucose 6-phosphate is gluconeogenesis instead of glycolysis. So during this gluconeogenesis, cells try to make the glucose and not to consume the glucose. Okay, so this is a basic difference, though it looks simple, but it is quite complicated. You have to remember it by considering this scenario. Okay, so basically you must note down these 2 points, that is activator of PFK1 and inhibitor of PFK1. Whatever the condition, if you know about this activator and the inhibitors, then you can solve any difficult questions asked in the NET exam. Okay, so please remember this. There is AMP, ADP, fructose 2,6-bisphosphate and vigorous muscle contraction are the activators, and inhibitors are what? These are the ATP, cited and H प्लस आयन। सो एक बार नेट में इसके बारे में क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है ऑलरेडी, मेरे ख्याल से वो 2016 में कुछ था, तो 4 मार्क्स के लिए क्वेश्चन था। ठीक है, तो ऐसे जो 4 मार्क्स के जो क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, अगर आपका बेसिक क्लियर है तो वो बहुत ही आसान होते हैं, कोई मुश्किल नहीं होती है उसमें। ओके, सो नाउ द रेगुलेशन ऑफ लास्ट एंजाइम, दैट इज पायरुवेट काइनेज. So basically pyruvate kinase converts the phosphoenol pyruvate into pyruvate, and the activator and inhibitors are insulin, AMP, fructose 1,6-bisphosphate are the activator of pyruvate kinase, whereas inhibitors are glucagon. Obviously this insulin and glucagon consider only in the liver cell, and whatever the rest are, that is AMP, fructose 1,6-bisphosphate, ATP, alanine, acetyl coenzyme A, long chain fatty acids, these are considered in all other cells of the body including liver, but glucagon action is considered only in the liver cell. Glucagon never acts on other cells to inhibit the pyruvate kinase. Okay, so all these are the inhibitors of the pyruvate kinase. Okay, I hope you understand these points. So if you feel any issue with this lecture, you can ask me in the comment section. I will try to answer you. Thank you.